Good day to everyone. So, today we are going to speak about education, because that's one of the topics that people always talk about education. And that's simply because education is extremely important in any society. So, I'm going to read a little thing about education. Education for children is an investment in our collective future. It lays the foundation for their personal development, equipping them with essential skills and knowledge by prioritizing accessible and inclusive education. We empower the younger generation to become active contributors to the more enlightened and progressive society. Together, let us commit to providing every child with the education opportunities they deserve, fostering a world where their potential knows no bounds. Education is extremely important for Montserrat to grow. Any economy, any country that wants to grow must always be thinking about education, teaching not only children, but actually teaching everybody, adults and elderly. Elderly because we want the elderly to actually keep up with education and technology. Education is very important, and without education, the country itself will never grow. However, the governments have to actually have a plan in terms of educating the people of their country. In my country, we have many community centers, we have schools. Most of the times, these educational areas are actually closed, they're not being used. And we happen to have a lot of people in the community who have the skills to impart knowledge. As a businessman, I've seen a situation where a lot of people do not even understand how to use their phones to make payments. We have one bank in Montserrat, the Bank of Montserrat, and majority of people would have the bank app on their phone, and they do not even know how to use the phones because nobody has ever taught them how to use it. So when they come to our business places, we will be the one that actually be teaching them how to use the devices. That is just one example to show that there is a need for the people to learn how to use the devices that they even have in their hand that they use to make phone calls. Now, when it comes to the school, I have a daughter that was going to the secondary school, and she used to complain to me and tell me, Daddy, when we go to school, the teacher is not there. And when the teacher comes, the teacher spend 10 minutes and leave. And in Montserrat, there is a big issue with maths. And if in case that the people that are in certain position know that there's a problem, you see, as long as you know there's a problem, especially with a particular subject, you have to know find ways how to fix that problem because maths is very important. Maths is so important that when you go to work now in government, they're going to send you to do extra classes to make sure that you get maths. And if you don't get maths, they will send you back again. And if you don't get maths, you possibly will lose your job because you have to have maths and English. And maths is very, very important. However, one of the problems with maths is that back in the day you used to have basic maths, but now it appears the only maths that is available is for you to become a scientist, which is something that I would actually like to see change because most people are failing maths because the kind of maths that is taught is for people who want to be doctors and scientists. And it is not right that people are failing subjects because, you know, that criteria is set for people who want to go further. So that is something that needs to be changed. And the education aspect, we want to encourage young people to understand that it's not working for government is not the only job out there. If you are a tradesman, if you are a carpenter, a mason, a mechanic, a yardman, you actually make more money than working for government. When you hire a laborer, the laborer will make between 120, $150 a day. When you hire a carpenter, a mason, the mason would make up to $200 a day. When you hire a mechanic would actually charge a person 150, 100, $150 an hour. So we have to learn now to encourage our young people that you need to get into using your hands, because your hands will make you more money than sitting behind a desk and putting on something nice. Yes, it looks good to wear nice clothes and sit down in the office, answer the phone, and but that doesn't make you any money. We need to encourage the children, show the children that getting involved in a trade, learning to be a carpenter, uh, um, a mechanic, getting into agriculture is even better than actually working in an office. So when I hear people asking questions about what your plans to do about education and so forth, we have to make a dynamic change in the mindset so that people can actually understand education never stops. I went to school, and I'll be very honest, when I went to school, I wasn't interested in school because my father used to be in the trucking business, and all that I was interested in was trucking. So when I went to school, I wasn't interested in school. When I left school, I left with what? English and social studies. I was actually in one of the lowest classes in school, which they used to call PVP, Provocational Program. And the funny thing about that story, is that majority of people who was in class with me in PVP, we are the ones now who actually run business in Montreal. And we happen to be the ones that are more successful. That goes to show it's not because you don't get A's and so forth means that you're not smart. It simply means sometimes people are just not interested in certain things, and the school is only teaching you to work. Go to school, work for government, and that's it. And that can't work. As a matter of fact, anybody that know me know that I'm always encouraging people to get out of government. And that is one of the reasons why I'm so interested in outsourcing government services to the private sector. It is very important to me, and that is something that I plan to pursue. So we have to teach the children, let the children know that there are other opportunities other than working behind a desk. And we have to also learn to teach the people in the public, adults, get classes available for them in the communities, get people who specialize in certain things to come and teach them. Personally, I don't have a problem teaching people about business because I believe that I'm very good at business and I have some skills that I'm willing to impart. Because I'm not the kind of person that is willing to hold back my knowledge from people. I like to see people progress. If in case you progress, maybe we can do some investments together. So I put on this clothes today, yes, to show. Yes, it's nice to sit behind an office desk, nice and clean and look good. But at the end of the day, the man that get the hand dirty makes more money than the person behind the desk. So that's my short video for the day regarding education. And we must teach each other. We must use the technology that's available. We need to use TikTok, and we use Facebook and WhatsApp business. We need to build websites, sell something. These are things that can be taught on island to develop the private sector. Because when we talk about private sector development, education is very important. And if in case that we do these things, we would not have an issue with people leaving Montreal. We wouldn't have an issue with children feeling that they have to leave to go and study. Because all they sometimes have to simply do is work along with somebody in the trade industry, learn the skills, make serious money. I paid carpenters $200 a day, Monday to Sunday. 7 times 2 is 14. 14 plus 14 is 28. And 28 plus 28 is $5,600. And these are ordinary people who have skills. And you're lucky to even find these people to do work for you. So that's my wrap for the day. Take care. Bye.